Real Madrid this season has been a complete roller coaster, a lot of ups and downs. So today we have to make the tier list, brutally ranking every single Real Madrid player that is kind of in the first team. I'm not going to be doing the academy players. I'm going to rate them on terms of how available are you for the team, because this team has injury issues, as we all know. Then, of course, how they were performing and what were the expectations before the season started. Now, before we begin, look at me, bro. The Christmas setup is there. So if you like the setup, like the video, comment your best player and worst player, and please subscribe as well, man. Let's get to 2K as soon as possible, man. And let's enjoy this as well, because today, this is gonna be the most honest ranking I have ever done. I'm not gonna be sugarcoating anything. And the tiers today, just watch out. S tier, A tier, good. These are the basic tiers that I'm gonna big up the players. Then, we are starting to get a bit, personal, man. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Cheeks, complete cheeks. The boot of misery. I have a new boot as well. Whoever is getting this is the bummest of bums this season. And let me tell you, some players are going into that tier, bro. But of course, let's begin with David Alaba first. You are getting it, my guy. The first player is getting the boot of misery. Has this guy even played 20 minutes of football? I don't think so. This guy cannot stay fit for even a week. He came back after, I don't know, maybe 7 to 9 months of not playing. He has constant injuries. And when he plays, by the way, when he actually finally plays, he's shit. He's shit. People hyping him up for doing a cross, like 20-meter cross. My brother, this guy gets injured the same game he returns back. And I haven't seen him since. He deserves the boot of misery, let's be honest, man. Arda Güler. This is tough. First part of the season, one of the best players at the club. Second part of the season so far, bro, he cannot get into the starting lineup anymore. And when he actually plays, he doesn't really offer much. He doesn't really offer that final pass to Mbappe anymore. And he is so weak defensively that when we play him as an 8 or as a 6, he just looks out of place. I do think that Xabi Alonso has been misplacing him a lot in the team and has been asking him to do shit that he just can't do defensive shit. And we wanna make Arda as an 8, and I just don't think he fits the position of just charging up with the ball, progressive carries. I just think genuinely he's the final third player. He's the final player between the midfield and the striker. He's the connection. So I think for me, I will give him good. Yeah, good, because the start of the season, he was sensational. Okay, he was sensational, but he's getting there, because he is genuinely sometimes maybe really good, sometimes maybe, cheeks. So yeah, I think good for now. We can, of course, like, reshuffle the tier list at the end of the video. Raul Asensio, I'm gonna have to give him sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, because this guy had zero expectations after the Club World Cup. We all know what happened, red card against PSG, and he was just awful. He was just awful. He couldn't defend. He was so mentally out of it, and I genuinely thought we were gonna send him out on loan. But once again, injuries started piling up, and this guy became somewhat of a reliable player to at least fit in when there are many injuries. For example, he needed to play right back. He played right back quite. I think he was all right there. Center back, few games. He had good games, of course, but then again, I think he still needs to get better on the ball. Yeah, brother, we know about Asensio. His mentality, he's weird. One game, he's prime Sergio Ramos. Next game, he's cheeks. Pepe, 40 years old, no pace, basically no IQ. Just, if he gets better with his IQ and on the ball, I think he could be a really good addition to the team. I wouldn't sell him. I wouldn't send him out alone, because the injuries that we have, he's just perfect replacement for at least, a stopgap. Now, Jude Bellingham, for his standard and for his expectations, I have to say the same shit as I said before for Raul Asensio. I just think Jude has been okay in some games. He, of course, had a really good El Clasico, scoring a goal and assist. He was the man of the match for me with Camavinga in that game. But then again, he just, one game he plays, then he gets out of the team, then he doesn't really do much, then he pops up with a goal. He's he's really inconsistent this season, and I think he has still been good. He's been better, I think, than Raul Asensio and Arda Güler, of course, this season. But for his expectation, I have to count that in. And he also has not been that much, like, available because of the shoulder injury as well. So I will have to say sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Now, Brahim Diaz, you deserve like 50 of these, bro. You deserve lashes, the boot of misery, everything, bro. I genuinely think Xabi Alonso should choke you out for your performances this season. If you know me, yeah? If you know me and my streams, my watch-alongs, you know I genuinely want to sell Brahim Diaz myself. I will become a real estate agent for players and I will sell him to Morocco. That's how bad he is. Technically, not that anymore. He cannot run. He's not a winger. He's not a 10. He's not an 8. So what are you? What positions can you really play for Madrid? And when you actually play, and Xabi Alonso started him in a few games. I'm still recovering from those games, by the way, because I just saw a fucking... he's basically a rock. He's a rock on the pitch. He cannot do anything. He is not doing anything for the team. And last year's, when he was bad technically and didn't do anything attacking-wise, at least he was a dog, bro. At least he ran for the team. He won the ball. He's not doing anything. He just loses the ball, and when he comes on off the bench, he makes no difference. He makes no difference, so for me, he has to get the boot of misery. I would sell Brahim Diaz at the end of the season. Eduardo Camavinga. Now, he's one of my favorite players in this Madrid team. Maybe my favorite player in this Madrid team. I just love him, and I was a midfielder as well. But once again, bro, if I count in the expectations under Xabi Alonso and the variable, like, I just don't know. His injuries are killing him, man. His injuries are killing him. When he is playing, he's A. But once again, I have to count into consideration that, broski, you are playing like 2 games, then you get injured. Then you playing 3 games and you get injured for another 2 months. He's injured once again now. He hasn't seen the pitch for a month, I think, now. I just think when he's playing, he's one of the best midfielders at this club. And he can play left back. He even played right mid against Barcelona. So for performances, I would give him A. But the availability, bro, like, okay, I'm gonna give him good because he has been exceptional when he played. Actually, he had maybe 1 bad game against Liverpool where we got completely outplayed in the midfield. But I'm gonna give him good because I like Camavinga. I'm maybe a bit biased, but I think when he actually gets back and he stays fit, that's a big if, by the way, he will be one of the best midfielders in this club, as we expect from him. Carreras. Alvaro Carreras. That's a difficult one, man. By the way, also, if you disagree with me, agree with me, let me know down below in the comments. You could do your rating as well. As I said before, give me your favorite and the most, like, bad player, the worst player at this club. But Carreras, that's a tough one, man. Start of the season, once again, brother, I thought we had another Marcelo. Then he had a really, really rough patch against Atletico Madrid. He was awful. Next round of games, of course, he was getting better. He played a really good game in the El Clasico. And I think he's been good. He has not been A or S tier, definitely not. But I don't think he could be in the same tier as Raul Asensio and Jude Bellingham, who have been so inconsistent or injured. Carreras has mostly been available, other than the red card and a minor injury in this season. And he has been good apart from that Atletico Madrid spell, where in that game I genuinely thought he was, oh my goodness, he got fried by Sorloth in that game. But other than that, I genuinely think we signed a really good left back, for his price. He was like 60 million, 50 million. He's a steal. He's good on the ball, he's good defensively, and he could slot in as a left center back as well. We were using him as well as that. So yeah, I think he's been good. Now, bro, Carvajal, oh my goodness, I genuinely forgot this guy was at the club. Of course, like, I know Carvajal is at the club, but like, brother, how many games did he play? 3 games maybe for the club? He was okay when he played, but I'm not gonna say the boot of misery, because this brother is a fucking unk and a legend, but he's been cheeks, man. He's been legit cheeks, bro. Like, let's be honest, man. I'm not gonna spend too much time on him. And I think the same goes for Dani Ceballos. I'm not gonna do the boot of misery because I genuinely think these are awful players. But Ceballos, once again, man, one game you play like Toni Kroos, next game you play like my grandma. What is wrong with you, bro? Can you just stay consistent? There is no consistency in your game. And your injury proneness as well. You are the same as Camavinga, but when you play, you are cheeks. So I think it's fair that he's in here and Camavinga is in here, you know? Camavinga is injury prone and he's so good. But you are injury prone and you are ass. So you have to be cheeks. The boot of misery. Hey, Endrick, bro. Honestly, bro. Endrick, man. I'm sorry, bro. Honestly. Just let him be, bro. Let him go on loan. Let him ball out at Lyon. Because he's a quality player. But he has to go to the boot of misery. And he is genuinely having a season of misery. This brother hates Xabi Alonso. He is sat on the bench every single game. And when he gets a chance, he actually performs. Look at the game against Talavera. We were awful in that game. He was maybe our best player. If you don't count Mbappe for basically saving us, but he was cheeks in that game, like, you know, technically and on the ball. Endrick made the most runs. He had chances. He sacrificed himself for the team. He pressed. He's good on the ball. He's good physically. And we are still pushing the agenda of Gonzalo Garcia, which I'm going to get into later. But I think, yeah, Endrick has to go in there. Unfortunately, my guy, I think you are getting sent on loan. Fran Garcia, get the fuck out of my face. I want to beat you so badly. You are awful at football. Genuinely, he gives me hope of making Real Madrid squad. Fran Garcia should have never been bought from Rayo Vallecano. That's his level, guys. Sevilla, Rayo Vallecano, Valencia, these teams that don't have too much pressure on them. Because if we play at the Santiago Bernabeu, he's maybe getting a half a boot. If we play away, I would need 3 of these boots and he would need to be naked. And I would give him... That's how bad he is under pressure. He just doesn't fit the system at all this season. He was being used as a left wing back. He cannot do anything on the ball. Xabi Alonso, that's on you as well. But this guy defensively and technically, especially with his right foot, at least with his left foot, he can cross the ball, bro. That's about it. And he's fast, you know. Pace Merton as well. But brother, technically, put me on the pitch, I'm better, bro. I'm not lying as well. He is ass. Boot of misery. Next up is Lunin. When he played, A. He doesn't make many mistakes. The game against Talavera, I don't think he can genuinely do anything about the goals. That's just the defense being awful. And when he plays, he performs. He's not that good on the ball, as we know, of course. So I'm going to give him A, because S tier is a bit crazy. But this guy is sitting on the bench. But when he actually plays, he is an A. I'm not going to give him an S, because he is a bit frustrating. And he makes a bit more mistakes than Courtois, because Courtois is genuinely the best keeper in the world, so that's expected. But I would still give him A, because this brother is basically like saying, I'm gonna stay here, when you need me, use me, and yeah, I'm gonna perform. Champions League, Copa del Rey, he can slot in, usable player. Kylian Mbappe, yeah, put this guy in S. Our best player, Ballon d'Or winner this season for me. You can say anything about the team, that it doesn't work because of Mbappe, and he should play left wing, he should sit on the bench, he should go to the right, but Real Madrid is not that good with Mbappe. He's basically facing out Vinny of this team. Shut up, man. Shut up. Tell Vinny to score. How many goals is he on? 60 goals in this calendar year. He might break Ronaldo's record, and he could be the second player of all time with having the most goals in one calendar year, only behind Messi's 91 season. He's that good, and people are still saying, yeah, but he's been shit. He's been shit in some games. So what, bro? Vinny's been shit all season. He's the best player at this club. I'm not gonna spend too much time on him. I genuinely just want to say one more thing. If he wins the World Cup and performs like this for Real Madrid till the end of the season, and we don't win anything, he's still a contender for the Ballon d'Or. He is that good. He is so consistent at scoring goals now. And he just genuinely needs to be moved to the left and gave way more freedom. Fuck being the 9, sell Vinny, or just bench Vinny, put him right. I don't care. Even Rodrigo is playing better than Vinny now. Mbappe is the main player. Mbappe FC. It is true, bro. Mendy, fuck off, man. Just genuinely. I want to put you in below. You know what? I'm making a tier below, bro. Adro below, Mendy. Just Mendy, bro. This guy deserves his own tier. When we saw him, I was like, shit, this guy's good, you know. But then once again, he reminds you why you don't see him that much. This brother played 2 games, and he got injured again. And we are not going to see him until the next year. Get out of my club, bro. You are awful. You are awful at being injured. How many games has he missed since last season? Genuinely. If you know, please put it down below in the comments. And when he plays, I said he's good. Okay, defensively, attacking-wise, Mendy. Mendy, bro. Attacking-wise, we know what he is, bro. Militao, oh my goodness, when he played, S tier, but once again, he's injured once again, bro. I have to put him above Lunin. Of course, he played so many more games. He had that one screamer goal as well that like put him up into the casual's mind as well, you know. But yeah, Militao defensively this season has been sensational when he actually played. He got injured once again for 3 months. And yeah, I think he's been available enough to earn that A spot. If he didn't get injured and still played up until now, he would have been S tier. Without him, our defense, the defense was here. Yeah, this is 100%. We were like here, 60, 50%. Now we are at 10% there without Militao. He's sensational at recovering balls. He's sensational in the air. And he is good even with the ball at his feet. Him and Huijsen form a nice partnership. And then once again, they both got injured. So maybe it's the club's fault. But yeah, Militao, he's definitely an A tier. Franco, I have to put you in here, bro. Sometimes maybe good, you know, on the ball. Cooking players, scoring goals. Like 2 goals, he scored like 2 goals. But he is so good on the ball, technically, when he wants to. And he is such a hard worker off the ball that I have to put him here. But once again, the missed chances, the injury that you had, of course, didn't help. I just think he's not ready. I have said this many times before about Franco. We put too much trust in him at the start of the season. I don't even know why he was starting at right wing when we had Rodrigo. And Rodrigo, once again, is now starting at right wing. So I don't know what the fuck that experiment was. But hey, man, Xabi Alonso thinks. But Franco, when he plays, I think he's okay. Then he gives you a really, really good performance. But I could genuinely, next day, I could use this on him. So I think sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. That's perfect for Franco this season. Rodrigo, this guy has cheeks, bro. I don't care the last 2 games, 3 games. I love him for the last 3 games or 2 games that he played. He wasn't really that great as well, by the way, against Alaves and Talavera. But Talavera, I'm not even going to count that. But yeah, Alaves, he was okay. He scored that goal. Nice. Against City, the best player, he scored the goal as well. But other than that, I'm not forgetting you, bro. I'm not forgetting what you were before that shit. You were crying on the bench. You wanted to basically leave once again. You were crying about Vinicius Jr. You were making excuses with your camp that they just don't want to play me, bro. You were ass. You couldn't score a goal for 32 games. Now you are getting back to form, but I'm not giving you any higher than cheeks. If you didn't have that performance against City and you didn't score that goal against Alaves, you would have been in the boot of misery. I'm not joking. He was that bad before. He wasn't even playing. Now, Rudiger, once again, a player that has not seen the pitch too much this season. I have to say cheeks, bro. Availability is awful once again. And when he played the game against City, he basically gave them 2 goals. And once again, he's not been playing that well. Club World Cup against PSG. Oh my goodness, that was so bad, bro. You gave them a goal once again. I think he's too old now to be reliant on his aggression and his pace that have gone down. I just think he's a Bozo defender now. I genuinely think he's past it. And on the ball here, he's okay. He's never been that ball-playing center back, really. But he's still good in aerial defenses, like set pieces, you know. I think that's where we can really use him against tougher teams with a good striker like that. But other than that, like, once again, I'm saying, injuries. And when you are available, are you really that good for the team? I don't think so. I genuinely rather play Militao and Huijsen above you. Definitely. Gonzalo Garcia. What do I say, man? He's not been getting too many chances. I don't want to be too harsh. But when he plays, he's okay. Yeah, he's been cheeks, man. Let's be honest, bro. Club World Cup hype. Honestly, Club World Cup hype, I have to say, because after the Club World Cup, everybody has been screaming, give him a chance. Give him a chance. He's so good. He's going to change the team. Talavera, bro. You had your chance. I think maybe putting you and Endrick on the same pitch is a bit fucking weird from Xabi Alonso, but whatever, man. Yeah, you didn't really show me much. Am I being too harsh? Am I being too harsh, though? Wait, I'm thinking now. Yeah, okay. I said the same thing for Franco. They are too young to be judged like this. Okay, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Because when you play, you are just okay. At least you get on crosses, you know? At least. But then when you get subbed on, Xabi Alonso subs out the only crosser of the ball, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I don't know if you remember that game, but well played, man. Well played. You basically put Gonzalo Garcia out of the game. So most of these players, by the way, are being held back by Xabi Alonso. So Gonzalo Garcia, Franco Mastantuono. I think most of these players are genuinely being put down by Xabi Alonso. That's the case for Gonzalo. Gonzalo should be only playing as a sole striker without Endrick fucking pushing up there, or Mbappe being a striker and him being pushed out to right wing. No, play him as a striker in the last 20 to 15 minutes, and when we can in Copa del Rey, put him as a striker. Other than that, don't play him. And when we don't have a good crosser of the ball, just don't play him. Play Endrick. If you want to play a striker, play Endrick. Okay? Don't do this gimmick of putting him on just because the media and the fans are crying for it. There's no point in that, bro. There's no point. Now, another one of these midfielders that have been really, really good under Xabi Alonso, Tchouaméni is S tier for me. You can say whatever you want about Tchouaméni. I don't care. I don't care. I have to give him props because last season there were talks about Zubimendi coming to Real Madrid or even Angelo Stiller. But as we can see, Tchouaméni is that guy. And when he plays, when he starts, he's never really shit, you know? Like, I don't think people understand how good his low ceiling is. His lowest standard is, I think, 7 out of 10. Maybe he will give you a 6 out of 10, you know, when he doesn't defend that well or gets a yellow early and he has to be held back a little bit. But bro, he's so consistent defensively. He's one of the few players that actually tries to do something from set pieces, even though he can't finish a header to save his life. But defensively, he's a monster. He's a monster. If he can get a little bit better at playing like from the back, he could be one of the best center defensive midfielders in the world. For me, the improvement and the expectation I had for him, it has to be S tier. Just in January, 11 months ago, this brother was getting booed by the fans at Santiago Bernabeu. Do you know how much of a turnaround that is? And this season, I think he could be classed as our best midfielder. Who is better than him? Definitely not Ferre, which we're going to get into. Arda, he's been there maybe at the start of the season. Camavinga, too injured. Jude Bellingham, once again, missed too many games. And don't let me fucking speak about Ceballos and these man, bro. So yeah, I think he's been our best midfielder. Most consistent, at least. Yeah, I think S tier is fair for him. Now, Thibaut Courtois, my brother, go S tier. You are above Tchouaméni, definitely. He saves us every single game. He's so good at saving just the impossible shots. Impossible. Sometimes I genuinely think without Courtois, we might be third in La Liga right now. We might be third in La Liga. He is so good in tight spaces as well. He is so good, long shots, everything. What do I even say? It's Courtois, bro. You get it. S tier, definitely. Trent, I have to say, he's been good. One game he was like sensational. But then again, his availability puts him down. But when I saw him play with Mbappe, that game against Bilbao, especially, oh my goodness, he's so good. He is so good on the ball. He's been getting better defensively like year by year. And I think he will be our starting right back, no doubt. There is nobody better than him at this club. I think defensively, I think Ferre is a bit better. But bro, on the ball, technically, yeah, pushing up. Crosses, of course, when we can actually get a normal striker. Trent is going to be there, and I think he has been good. Fede Valverde, I don't want to do this, but he's not been the boot of misery, but he's been cheeks. He's been better than all of these, I think. Yeah, he's been better than all of these. But bro, my broski, my bro. I'm going to put, by the way, Jude here. Fede Valverde, you are the captain of this club, and you are playing this bad. I know, once again, he's getting pushed out to right back and this and that, but you are the captain of this club. Last season, brother, you were genuinely our best player. If you don't look at the numbers and the overall performances, every game, consistency, Fede Valverde was there every game. But this year, when you play in the midfield, I just think you are completely a wrong fit for this like system of Xabi. Whatever the fucking system is, actually, I don't know what the system is, but you don't fit it. When you play right wing, you are better. But once again, at right back, you are not really that good defensively. Going forward, I think you are a really good help on that right side. But bro, come on. Like, let's drop this gimmick. You are 27 right now, I think. And I think you should be getting that midfield spot comfortably. You need to change something in your game. And I don't even think... No, I don't think he needs to change something. He just needs to get back to his best. That's it. He's just out of it. I don't know why. I don't know why, man. But Fede, for me, he's been cheeks. You can maybe prove me wrong with some performances. But the start of the season, he was, like, okay. But then it started. Oh my goodness. Stinker, stinker, stinker. And up until this point, I don't know if I have seen Fede Valverde from last season. So yeah, cheeks for me. I'm going to give Vinicius Jr. the last place. Huijsen, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Once again, availability, not that great. I think he has been a bit worse than Carreras as the new signing. But once again, he's still young. I think he's good defensively and on the ball. But his strength, physical battles, 1v1s, even aerial duels. He's just looking like a CDM that's good on the ball and can defend, that is trying to play center back. Do you know what I mean? He's like a skinny one that just doesn't really... Bro, you need to bulk up, man. You need to bulk up, and you need to especially get better at reading situations more. Because sometimes I just think you're like out of the game a bit, you know? For example, the game against Barcelona, you were there, bro. You were there. Finishing up on a back post. You were defending players. You were getting closer to their attackers. But then I see you against teams like Elche and these, man. I don't know. I'm just giving an example. But like, he's just... I don't know. He holds on to the ball too much sometimes. He loses those aerial duels against smaller people than him. And I just think that... You just need to grow up a little bit. Like, let's be honest, this guy is younger than me. Okay, guys? So I'm not going to judge him too much, but I think there is a lot of room for improvement. And the potential is there, bro. Now, of course, if you have watched Amba till this point, I literally, I love you guys so much. Thank you for 1K once again. And I hope you enjoy Christmas, of course, with this decoration as well. Yeah, enjoy those holidays. But last but not least, Vinicius Jr. You know, I love Vinny as a player, the player that he was before. But bro, you deserve to be with Mendy, bro. You are so bad that I genuinely think Real Madrid could sell you in January and nobody would care. Because Rodrigo can perform better than you. Endrick, when he plays, is performing better than you. Mbappe is clear. And I'd rather see Mbappe on the left and play Gonzalo or Endrick as a striker. I'm gonna be honest. Or even play Rodrigo with Mbappe. I'm not joking. Just Vinny cannot beat players one-on-one. He cannot cross the ball at all. Even if there's not anyone to cross the ball to anyways. But he just doesn't offer that much. He actually puts the team down, in my opinion. Because of his mentality and the issues that he has with Xabi Alonso. That are apparently fakes, but come on, bro. If this guy gets subbed out in halftime next game, there's going to be another headline of, oh, Vinicius Jr. is asking for 30 million and this and that contract situation. I have to put him to Mendy tier, bro. He's been awful at performing, especially in big games. And once again, Manchester City, that was your chance. I genuinely thought, Vinicius Jr., if this is your chance, like, Mbappe is missing. You are finally playing with Rodrigo again. You have a striker up top. You can cross the ball. You can do better alone on the left side. And you didn't do shit, man. And against Alaves, once again, you had an assist, but the performance wasn't there. And yeah, this was all the players. I think Vinny is deserved to be here in this tier. So I'm going to read it out one more time for you guys. S tier is Mbappe, Courtois, Tchouameni. A tier will be Militao, Lunin. Good players were Arda Güler, Camavinga, Carreras, Trent. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Jude Bellingham, Asensio, Franco, Gonzalo, and Huijsen. Cheeks, Valverde, Carvajal, Ceballos, Rodrigo, and Rudiger. And the boot of misery are, of course, Alaba, Brahim Diaz, and Endrick, with Fran Garcia and Mendy. The worst players, I think, in this team. Availability, performances are, of course, Ferland Mendy and Vinicius Jr. I don't know. Maybe you disagree with me, agree with me. Let me know down below in the comments. And if you don't like, subscribe and comment on this video, you will get the boot as well. Come on, man. It's Christmas, giving season, you know. Give me a like. Come on, man. But I appreciate you so much for watching this video. And I will see you on this week's watch along for Real Madrid and even Barcelona. Barcelona, Villarreal, I'm gonna be there as well. So yeah, peace out, guys. I'll see you next time.